We're gonna start working her on the remote collar for place. First time she's been on it. We just got the working level. Check that video out, how to get the working level. That's the lowest level that the dog perceives, the perception level. The very tiniest hint of feeling the remote is where you want to start. You do not want this to be in any way, shape, or form uncomfortable. Break. And we're using also her kibble. Place. Yes. Break. Place. Yes. She hasn't given me an indication that it's too much yet. So we're going to continue working, and I'll point that out as we go. Break. Place. Place is the easiest way to introduce the remote collar so you don't make mistakes on the timing. Well, she is, obviously she's feeling it because it's a little tickle on her neck. Break. Place. Yes. Let's see if she's willing to take the kibble. There we go. I'm going to get a couple of high values. I really like pairing the remote with some good stuff. Break. All right, young lady. Hiked up, hiked up. Saw the liver, got hiked up. Place. Yes. Let's lower down to a 7. I want to see if it's that or if she's just hiked up. Break. Place. Yes. Yep, we're gonna lower to a 6. Break. Place. Yes. Break. Sit. Place. Yes. You guys are going to see the timing of the remote collar because I'm going to put up a video with the sound box. So you're going to see when I'm using it and when I'm not. I can't put the sound box on with her because she's new to this. And it's not fair to spook her with that sound. Break. Break. Sit. Yes. Place. Yes. Yes. I'm going to throw in a couple of recalls, but like I said, start the remote collar only with place. At the letter C of the word come, I'm going to be pressing the stimulation and turning it off when I mark it as a yes. Now let come, yes. Sit, yes. I use the pressure for the sit as well, yes. If she moves from the sit, I will, sit, put the stimulation on and indicate her to sit. Stimulation is on, place, yes. We'll do some recall, but I do suggest you start the remote collar with place because it's easier for you to time. If you start with recall, you can accidentally be putting the pressure on while the dog is coming towards you, even though some people are teaching it that way until they complete the task. So it would be recall, the dog comes, the dog sits, and then the pressure would be off. I'm not doing it that way. I do it as soon as the dog is coming towards me, I am off the pressure. I don't like having, I don't like that to have continuous pressure on all the time. I don't. So it'll be Nala come, yes, and I'm off the pressure. Sit, I'm off the pressure there. So yes, I was on the pressure to say the command. Okay? And then when she gets off the sit, I will say no, apply the pressure and put her into a sit. This is the only time that I'm okay with you locking numbers, so you don't accidentally dial up on the remote place. I'm on the pressure, off the pressure, yes. Okay? So that would be in a better timing, except I'm talking to the camera. And then you give your reward. I'll do a few so you can see it. Later on, I'll put the video out with a sound box. I don't want to put that right now because I don't want to startle her, scare her in any way. So later on, I'll put a sound box on one of her videos, and you can see the timing of the remote collar, probably in the next session, not this one. So if she continues to break the command, I lost what I was gonna say. Anyway, Nala come, yes. Sit, yes. So the pressure was on there. If she gets off the sit, I'll put the pressure on. Yes, I'm okay with her turning. I'm okay with her going into a down. It's not precision training. Okay, pressure's about to go on. On, place. Yes, off. Okay, and reward. In the teaching phase, you won't see the e-collar in use. Meaning, you won't see twitching, because this is what it does. It twitches the muscle. You won't see this. You'll see some itching, but you shouldn't see it in use. You shouldn't see the twitching. You shouldn't see the, if you do, just lower on your numbers. The lower numbers don't hurt. They're more like annoying. Like when the dog has something dangling on their neck, something itchy, because it does tickle it. So that's why she's itching there. But it doesn't cause pain. The higher numbers are painful. Those are for, really bad behaviors that you want to correct, aggression, resource guarding, all that stuff. I doubt nope. I could have put the remote collar pressure on, but I just used my body to push her back. And this is training because I'm distracting her. So this is good. Yes, I'll mark it and pay her. So what I was saying was those higher levels are for that. I doubt we'll be needing that with her unless she's like, flying from a recall, but that's along the line. I'll show you in the videos. When the corrections start happening, let's say a week, maybe, by the end of this week, she's getting off of place. I can correct a little bit higher than her lowest level, her perception level, her working level. So it's a 5 right now. So if I wanted to correct at a 7 or 8, I can. And I can tap, 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 say place, give her 3 chances just about. She's still confused or doesn't want to do it. I'll go up. Okay, I'll go up and I will do this. No, and get her on. That doesn't even hurt. It's more of like the action, more of the energy that I use, because as you can see, she didn't do anything. She was like, okay, do you understand? I hope that makes sense. It's about how you do it. So it would be that. Then when we get into a higher correction, those numbers would increase. Would they be uncomfortable? Probably, depending on the dog. Will they be extremely painful? No. So it just depends on how you do it, how you teach it. Make sure you stay in the foundation phase for a while until you feel comfortable in those levels. So there's working levels, there's what I call mini correction levels, where I know you know it, but I don't want to like overly do it, but I'm going to let you know you need to get back in place. So you gradually increase. That's what I'm trying to say. You gradually increase as you go. Okay? Every single dog is different. If you're doing it the same way for every single dog, for all of your dogs, then you know you may want to look at that. All of your dogs are going to be different. So and I'm talking to the homeowners who have multiple dogs. Watch your dog, what they do. Now come, yes. Sit, yes. So that's how you get the duration downs, just the same way you get the duration place, by doing the distractions. Yes, when the dog gets off, you apply the pressure. Before the pressure was on the leash, now the pressure will be on the remote and the leash. We're going to use the guidance of both. This remote is going to become the invisible leash. Yes. So you notice that I started the remote and I didn't have a dog here. Remember, we're kind of starting from square one, and now I'm going to start adding in the distractions again. So I wouldn't be getting this remote collar, her working level with another dog here with distractions here. That wouldn't be very fair, would it? I'm going to open the door. Yes. Later on in other videos, I'll show you when you're ready to remove the leash or use it less. Right now in the teaching, we're still teaching. Now we're teaching with the remote. We want to keep a leash on. Long line, 6-footer. This one's just easier for now. So from this command, you don't necessarily have to say B-R-E-A-K or let's go. You can actually give another command from that one. So the stimulation was going to turn on. Place. Yes, and I let go of the leash because she was tangled, and I already knew that she knew what I said and what that meant, and she went straight for the cot. So I dropped it. I felt comfortable dropping it, but you still do want to use it. You know what I mean? So how to move? You would be able to tell. So let's say you do a few sessions of these, an hour and a half, and you want to test if the dog understands. You would use your body language and use the guidance that you have, your arms, yourself, etc., to pull the dog in. So it would be Nala, come, yes, place, yes. Okay, so that's sort of, but she still needs the leash guidance, which I figured she still would. So that's how you know. So now I know. It took her just a second to process that, and I had to help her with my body language. So I know she still needs the leash guidance. Okay, so that's why you have your leash. And you want to pair it correctly, and you want to be very clear. So yeah, use your leash for a while. But that's just because you're hanging on to it and giving direction. This has direction, the remote doesn't. No, so that would have been a correction on her working level. So this is good to show, but I wasn't ready because I was talking to the camera. You take her back. No remote place. So you take her back to where the infraction occurred, and you put her back. That's all. So she may do it. No, the pressure is on. Place. This is where we start. The pressure is still on. Place. This is where we start the teaching. No, place. Good. Pressure is off. The pressure is off. The pressure went off when she finally went on the cot. So that did it for her as far as braking, which is good because we need to be incorporating in that no. So no, place. No. Good. So no reward there. That is a form of punishment. I didn't give her a reward. So remember that. Let's see if she'll go into a down. Good. So that was great to show. So you can see what I mean by you know, punishment and saying no. People think it's just like this big old crime. Now look, come. Yes. Place. Yes. So for each command, no. For each command, I had the pressure of the remote collar on. So I'll keep working her, and for the next session, possibly the one following, I'll put the sound box on so you can hear it. Today's not appropriate, but I still wanted to show you the session. Now look, come. Now look, come. Yes. Sit. Yes. Yes. So I'm still using the leash pressure. I'll just work some and work some in silence. Now I come. Yes. Place. Yes. Yes. Now I come. Yes. Sit. Yes. Yes. Please. No, please. Good. Down. Yes. Before I was giving rewards, even with little mess ups, but now I'm not going to give any more rewards on a series that she has messed up, unless I give a command in between, then I'll reward that. Now look, come. Yes. Place. Yes. In the beginning, I don't care. Everybody's different, but I don't care. Now look, come.